Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you people doing here? Back again with another video. So today I'm going to be doing my reaction to the FIFA World Cup draw. That's right. So the draw has taken place here, and I'm pretty shocked with the draw results here, so I'm gonna address all that here in this video. But anyways, let's get started. So with Group A, we have Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and the Netherlands here. So in this group here, I think Netherlands is gonna finish first place here in this group, and for second place, I'm gonna pick Senegal, just because I like Senegal's chances here in this group. Now, no offense to Ecuador and Qatar, but I think that's Netherlands and Senegal are going to, top this group up. So yeah, that's my final pick here. Netherlands number 1 in the group and Senegal number 2. As for number 3, I'm gonna go with Qatar maybe, and number 4 Ecuador. Moving on to Group B, we have England, Iran, United States, and the UEFA Path A winner. So this is going to be another very fun, interesting group here, because USA is going to be taking on England again in a rematch of the 2010 World Cup. So that's going to be a fun game to watch. And Iran, another very interesting team in this World Cup too, I'd have to say. Iran, it's going to be interesting to see if Iran, how they do at the World Cup, if they're going to also be one of those teams that can make it out of the group stage. But as for my top 2 picks here, I'm going to go with England here number 1. Let's be honest, I think without a doubt England top this group here. And for number 2 here, yes, since I'm American, I'm going to say the United States, America number 2. Yeah, and for 3, I'm going to say probably Iran, and then 4, we still don't know who's going to be playing in that group, so I'm gonna do an updated prediction, once the playoffs commence and once the World Cup is officially gonna begin, once all the teams have qualified. But for now, this is kind of like an early prediction, so just bear with me. As for Group C, we have Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. So this is gonna be a tough group here for Poland, man. What can I say about this group here? Like, I think that Group C is going to be an absolutely tough group here, because Argentina, man, they ain't no joke. Argentina, they have proven time and time again that at the World Cup, they are just a really good team. So obviously for number 1 in this group, call me biased, but I think that Argentina are without a doubt going to finish number 1 here in this group, just because I don't see Argentina finishing other than 1 at all in the group. I think that number 1 spot is definitely going to be Argentina's to take. And for number 2, since, I come from a Polish background, so I'm going to be biased a bit here. I'm going to say Poland number 2. Hopefully Poland maybe can finish second place here in this group at least. So yeah, that's what I'm saying here. Argentina number 1 in this group, Poland number 2. So yeah, I think Mexico is going to finish 3rd. I mean, I don't think they're going to finish 3rd, but for my prediction, I think they're going to finish 3rd. And for 4th, I'm going to say Saudi Arabia. And next up for Group D, we have France, Denmark, and Tunisia so far. So France and Denmark, once again, going to be going against each other at a World Cup, much like how they did 4 years ago. But I'm going to say France number 1 in this group. And for number 2, I'm going to go with Denmark. I think France and Denmark are going to win this group. As for Group E, we have España, and then the CONCACAF OFC winners, and then we have Germany and Japan. So another very interesting group here. But for number 1, let's be honest, I think Germany is going to finish first place in this group, just because, I mean, Germany, I don't see them crashing out of the group stage at all. Definitely not at this World Cup. So for number 1, I'm going to go with Germany, and for number 2, I'm going to go with España. I think Germany and Spain are going to be the teams that are going to win this group. Group F, we have Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia. So Canada, their first World Cup since '86. So going to be interesting to see how Canada fare off at the World Cup. But hey, for number 1, I'm going to go with Belgium. I think that this is going to be Belgium's last opportunity to see if they can qualify, or if they can compete for a World Cup, because Belgium's golden generation, this could be their last appearance at a World Cup, depending the form of Hazard, if he's going to get selected or not. I still have Belgium finishing first place in this group. And for number 2, I'm going to go with Croatia. Yeah, so number 2, Croatia. And for Group G, we have Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. Now, this is a very interesting pick because, Serbia already faced off Switzerland and Brazil at the 2018 World Cup. So it's kind of a bit weird to see them, put Serbia in the same group against the same teams that they played 4 years ago. But, let's be honest here. Number one in this group, without a doubt, I think Brazil's going to win first place here because, hey, I mean, Brazil's football team, they still are a very competitive team. And, you know, I think Brazil's going to be the team that is going to definitely win this group. So now, if I'm being honest about second place here in this group, I think that second place is up for grabs for anybody between Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon, you know, just because you don't want to underestimate Cameroon here. So for second place, if I had to pick between Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon, I'm going to go with maybe Serbia, just because I think that Serbia are looking way better compared to their 2018 World Cup squad. So, you know, I like Serbia's chances in this group, but that Switzerland game obviously is going to be a tough one. But last time these two played, I think that what's really going to determine who's going to clinch that second spot in the group is the Serbia and the Switzerland game, much like how it was from 4 years ago. And it was a very close game. Last time Serbia played Brazil at the World Cup 2018, they lost 2-0. Before that was the Switzerland-Serbia game, and it was actually a pretty good game at the World Cup, I have to say. You know, in that game, Serbia, they scored first, but then Switzerland, they came back with 2 other Gs. So that was one of the most memorable games at the World Cup. I think what's really going to determine who's going to be able to clinch that second spot here in this group is whether or not who's going to be able to score the most amount of goals here and who's going to be able to play really good defense. Because Switzerland, hey, they're looking like favorites to clinch that second spot in this group because, like I said before, I think that Brazil, they're going to clinch first place in this group. For my final early prediction, I'm going to say Brazil number 1 and Serbia number 2, just because, like, with the emergence of Vlahovic. And as for Group H, we got Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea. So another very fun group here. But let's be honest here, Portugal, I think they're definitely going to clinch number 1 here in the group. Now, for number 2 here, I think it's going to be a very interesting one up for grabs here. I think it's going to be one up for grabs between South Korea, Ghana, and Uruguay here. But if I had to pick any of those teams to clinch the second spot in the group, I'm going to go with Ghana here. I really like their chances just because it will be absolutely fun to be able to see Ghana make it out of the group stage and perform in the knockouts. So yes, number 2, I'm going to go with Ghana. So ladies and gents, that's my final prediction. Let me know, what do you think about my early predictions in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.